So now we are having idea about arguments. We'll see different types of arguments available in Python. Okay, 4 types of arguments are available: required, keyword, default, and variable length arguments. Now required arguments we have seen up till now. Now required arguments are the arguments which is required to be passed at the time of function calling with exact match of their position in function calling and definition. See what it means. Suppose say this is our function and with 2 arguments a and b. So when you are calling this function, now from here we are calling this function, we compulsorily need to pass 2 values to this particular function here. Okay, because these are required arguments. Means if you pass 3 arguments, it will produce an error. If you pass single argument, still it will produce an error, because this exact match of their positions and numbers in function call and definition should be matched. Okay, so that is what is meant by required arguments. Okay, so see, required argument you can say like this: these are the arguments which are required to be passed at the time of function calling with the exact match of their positions in the function call and function definition. Like what we have seen here, there are 2 values we are showing here, 2 parameters to receive the arguments. So we need to pass 2 values, 2 arguments from here. The number of parameters and number of arguments should be matched during function call. So next one is the keyword arguments. In case of keyword arguments, the name of the argument is treated as the keywords. In case of keyword arguments, name of the arguments is treated as keywords and matched in the function calling and definition. If the same match is found, the values of the arguments are copied in the function definition. So understand it by one example. We'll write one function to calculate simple interest. So this is our function simple interest. It will take 3 parameters p, t, r. We are returning this interest value p into t into r divided by 100. So this is our function. Now while calling this function here, we can use this argument names over here, like say p is equal to then whatever value, and t is equal to whatever value, and then r is equal to whatever value here. This is known as keywords. This p, t, r what we are using is known as an keyword arguments here. Okay, so what happens in this case here, this name of argument and this parameter name will be matched, and this value will be assigned to this p variable, then t to t and r to r. So because of this, order of this argument is not important. You can even say like this: first we are passing t and then we are passing t here. Order of argument is not important, because anyhow these arguments and parameters are mapped by using names here, or keywords in our words we can say. Okay, so this is known as keyword arguments. Even we can do something like this. Suppose if you want to use these 2 arguments as a keyword argument, and first argument you want to use it regular fashion, then you can even say like this. This will work. It's like for first we are not using any keyword name over there. For second and third we are using it. Okay, and no need to say, you can change even sequence in this case. Right, equal to 5 here. So these 2 will work as a keyword argument, and first one will work as a normal argument. But in this case, there's one compulsion. This option we can manage from left to right only. Means if you want to use the second argument without keyword, first one should be used like this. Okay, see, understand here. Now we are using first argument as a keyword argument, but we are not using second argument as a keyword argument. So immediately you are getting error here. You can see the positional argument after keyword argument. This is not allowed. This is not allowed to use keyword argument at start and then using required argument like this. Okay, so here this sequence is mandatory. This sequence is mandatory. If we are not using this as a keyword argument, then it's fine. Then you can use this as a positional argument. Okay, this is one fact we need to understand while using keyword argument. Next, default argument. So default argument is idea we can provide default values to some arguments here. Okay, so like say suppose your rate of interest is default, so we can say like R is equal to 10.5. Now most of the time rate of interest is 10.5. So in that case we can set the value of this R as a 10.5 in function definition itself. So while calling, it's not necessary to provide this value. We can only provide principal and tenure, and it will give you answer here. Okay, but if you're having some different value of rate of interest, you can pass it. Means if you are passing value for default argument, then it will work with value whatever we send over there. But if you don't send value of this default argument, then it will go with whatever value we are suggesting at the time of definition. Okay, here we can provide default value for this P also, like this one, and even we can provide default value for P also. So in that case we can call this function without passing any argument, so that will work. Okay, so this is known as default argument. Now another thing we need to understand here also, this positional argument sequence is compulsory. Means if you want to provide default value for R, if you want to provide default value for P, you need to give it for T, you need to give it for R. Means like you can't do something like this, this will produce an error. Can't do something like this, this will produce an error. So if you want to give default value for P, you need to provide it for T. If you want to give it for T, you need to provide it for R. The sequence is from right to left here. Okay, means we need to provide default values from right to left in terms of parameters. Okay, so this is known as a default argument. We'll see variable length keyword arguments. Now this is a combination of keyword argument plus variable length argument. In case of keyword argument, we've seen that at the time of function calling, we can use argument name as a keyword and we can pass arguments by providing value to these keywords. And in case of variable length arguments, we have seen we can pass any number of arguments to function and all those arguments will be stored in this variable, which will work internally as a tuple in that function. So now we'll create combination of these two and we will manage variable length keyword arguments. Means see here, at the time of function call, you can create any number of argument value pairs and you can send it to function. So this will work as an argument name. This is a value. That argument name itself is a keyword. So this is a one keyword, its value, keyword, its value. So this way you can create variable length arguments here and you can send it to function. So that we will receive inside in this variable, which will be preceded by 2 asterisks, and this internally in this function, this variable will work as a dictionary. This variable, whatever we are writing over here to store the keyword value pairs coming from this function, this will work internally inside this function as a dictionary, and we can access these values by using this syntax what we have seen in case of dictionary here. Let's see how we can work with this. Here we are writing one function like say print info. To this function we want to pass keyword variable length keyword arguments here, so that's why we are using 2 asterisks here, using name of this variable as a k. Now here we'll just print its key and value pairs over there. So for p in k, this is one loop we have seen in dictionary to access key value pairs of a dictionary, like this one. Yeah. Now see, we can call this function like this. Okay, so this is our first keyword argument. Name is equal to John. Then second one, age is equal to 45. Then third one, height is equal to 175. This way you can write down any number of keyword arguments over there. All those arguments will be get stored in this k as a key value pair, and k is working as a dictionary which we can access by various loops we have seen in dictionary. So you can see this is the outcome. So this is known as a variable length keyword arguments. Variable length keyword arguments. So 4 types of arguments are available. Required arguments, which are compulsory to pass. Keyword arguments, where we can provide name argument, where argument name will work as a keyword. In that case, order of this argument is not mandatory. Then we have seen default argument, where we can provide default values to argument. And lastly, we have seen variable length argument, where we can send any number of arguments which will be get stored in this variable, which works as a tuple inside function. And lastly, we seen combination of keyword and variable length argument. Okay, so these are the types of arguments available in Python.